Our next speaker, our keynote speaker, is Dr. Nancy Irwin. Originally from Atlanta, Dr. Irwin was trained as an opera singer. She received her Bachelor and Master of Music degree in opera performance from West Georgia University and Georgia State University, respectively. In 1985, Nancy moved to New York City to pursue a career as a singer and an actress, but ended up with a career as a stand-up comedian. She moved to Los Angeles in 1994 when she heard Hollywood was looking for more blondes. As a comic, she only worked about 30 minutes a day and soon took up volunteer work in the community to give back. Nancy had an epiphany one night while working with the sexually abused adolescents at Children of the Night. This prompted her to leave the world of entertainment and pursue a doctorate degree here at CalSouthern. Dr. Irwin is in private practice as a pre-licensed psychologist and therapeutic hypnotist in Los Angeles, where she enjoys working with adults, adolescents, and children. She treats over 100 issues, but it is her mission to heal the sexually abused as well as the abusers. As a popular public speaker, she is available for corporate seminars, keynote speeches, and workshops on a variety of topics, and remains a dedicated volunteer for Children of the Night, as well as for Planned Parenthood and the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. She is a member of the California Psychological Association, the Southern California Society of Clinical Hypnosis, a diplomat of the American Academy for Experts in Traumatic Stress, and serves on the Education Committee for the California Coalition for Sexual Offending. Dr. Irwin is also the author of U-Turn, Changing Direction in Midlife. Please join me in a hearty welcome to Dr. Nancy Irwin, who is a real-world example of her quote, which is, "Life is built on exceptions. Be an exception."
Thank you. What an honor. General Douglas MacArthur once said, "Nobody grows old by merely living a number of years. People grow old by deserting their ideals. You're as young as your faith, as old as your doubt, as young as your self-confidence, as old as your fear, as young as your hope, as old as your despair." I'm one of 4 daughters of a brigadier general. I got ordered around a lot growing up. Now, I don't know if it's being Southern or being the middle child that made me naturally rebellious, but I very quickly came to respond to all of those, "You have to do this, you have to do that," with a sassy, "I don't have to. Well, that didn't go over very well in my home. Yet it has survived me well in life. For they say that you have to pick a major in undergraduate school and hang with that for life. They also say you should go to a traditional school. They also say that at a certain point, it's just too late to change and you just got to stick it out. Well, you know what I say to that? You don't have to. There is another option. You can follow your own path. Listen to your own heart. Use your brain and listen to your own inner voice. For God's sakes, do not play it safe. As John Shedd says, a ship is safe in harbor, but that is not what ships are for. The only safety in life, really, is trusting your own inner voice. Now, when I enrolled at this school back in 2000, I really didn't know that I was going to become a psychologist or a psychotherapist. I only knew that I was called to study psychology and do something in the field of sexual abuse. I just trusted that the answer would be revealed to me along the path. And thanks to the incredible support and guidance here with the staff, and thanks to the incredible creativity of the programming here that let me chart my own path, it's been nothing but a joyful adventure. So I say thank God for schools like California Southern that allow you to start over, to change your mind, to make a U-turn in life. And what I appreciate most about this school is that its pioneering spirit. They were into online education way before it was cool. Now even Harvard has online courses. You know, I was 42 years old when I enrolled here, and I knew it was going to be a long journey. And so many people in my sphere were peppering me with questions like, "Oh, how old are you going to be when you finish?" And my response was, "Well, I'll be the same age as if I don't finish." They also said, "Are you sure about an online education?" And my response was, "Education is always what you make it." Now, we can all name people with Ivy League degrees who underperform, and we can also name geniuses who went to community college and everything in between. You know, it's really amazing how many people's lives are driven by fear, when in fact, fear is not a fact. It is a suggestion. The real fact is that we are all born to win. We come into this world equipped with only two protective fears. Those of you who are not psychology majors, that would be the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. That means all the others are learned, including the fear of starting over, to going back to school in midlife, the fear of reinvention. All of those are learned. And fortunately, whatever we've learned, we can unlearn. Fortunately, the brain is very plastic, and it can be retrained to embrace change as something that is creative and fun versus scary and hard. For in reality, change is inevitable. We must either effect it or accept it. Now, all of you graduates here today, after all the years of work, those late nights and the deadlines, computer crashes, all the persistence, the doubts, and then today, this crowning achievement, you're all poised on the brink of change. You're just beginning this new life that you dreamed of for yourselves. Good for you. You're one of those brave ships who's now ready to leave the harbor and explore. You have refused to settle. You've refused to play it safe. You have chosen to disallow discontent. And for those of you supporting the graduates, and those of you in the audience who may be considering changing your life, but you're in that fearful, frozen stage, you may be in that questioning sort of incubation phase now. Allow the energy that's being put out from this group of people, as well as the teachers and the staff and all of us here, to be evidence that if we can do it, so can you. I encourage you to listen to that inner voice. You do not have to do what they say. Follow the advice of another great, Mark Twain, who said, "All you need in this life is ignorance and self-confidence. Then success is sure." So, proud graduates, I salute you. And as you walk across this stage in a few moments and you grasp your well-earned diploma and shake hands with our esteemed president, know this: life is built on exceptions. Be an exception. Thank you and congratulations.